I measure the progress of a community by the degree of progress which women have achieved. If I find the Constitution being misused, I shall be the first to burn it. Cultivation of mind should be the ultimate aim of human existence. I have no hesitation in saying that if the Mohammedan has been cruel, the Hindu has been mean, and meanness is worse than cruelty. Indifferentism is the worst kind of disease that can affect people. Humans are mortal. So are ideas. An idea needs propagation as much as a plant needs watering. Otherwise both will wither and die. Lost rights are never regained by appeals to the conscience of the usurpers, but by relentless struggle. Goats are used for sacrificial offerings and not lions. Though I was born a Hindu, I solemnly assure you that I will not die as a Hindu. History shows that where ethics and economics come in conflict, victory is always with economics. Vested interests have never been known to have willingly divested themselves unless there was sufficient force to compel them. Equality may be a fiction, but nonetheless one must accept it as a governing principle. A just society is that society in which ascending sense of reverence and descending sense of contempt is dissolved into the creation of a compassionate society. It is not enough to be electors only. It is necessary to be lawmakers, otherwise those who can be lawmakers will be the masters of those who can only be electors. I like the religion that teaches liberty, equality and fraternity. Constitution is not a mere lawyer's document, it is a vehicle of life, and its spirit is always the spirit of age. So long as you do not achieve social liberty, whatever freedom is provided by the law is of no avail to you. A bitter thing cannot be made sweet. The taste of anything can be changed. But poison cannot be changed into nectar. A great man is different from an eminent one in that he is ready to be the servant of the society. Slavery does not merely mean a legalized form of subjection. It means a state of society in which some men are forced to accept from others the purposes which control their conduct. Every man who repeats the dogma of Mill that one country is no fit to rule another country must admit that one class is not fit to rule another class. Political tyranny is nothing compared to the social tyranny, and a reformer who defies society is a more courageous man than a politician who defies government. The basic idea underlying religion is to create an atmosphere for the spiritual development of the individual. Democracy is not merely a form of government, it is essentially an attitude of respect and reverence towards fellow men. Religion, social status, and property are all sources of power and authority which one man has, to control the liberty of another. Nothing is infallible. Nothing is binding forever. Everything is subject to inquiry and examination. Every congressman who repeats the dogma of Mill that one country is not fit to rule another country must admit that one class is not fit to rule another class. Law and order are the medicine of the politic body, and when the politic body gets sick, medicine must be administered. The path of social reform, like the path to heaven at any rate in India, is strewn with many difficulties. Social reform in India has few friends and many critics. Any government which denied this elementary right of freedom of speech and freedom of action did not deserve allegiance from the people. Caste has however done one thing. It has completely disorganized and demoralized the Hindus. Without equality, liberty would produce the supremacy of the few over the many. Equality without liberty would kill individual initiative. But once a missionary religion, Hinduism perforce ceased to be a missionary religion after the time when the Hindu society developed its system of castes. For, caste is incompatible with conversion. On the other hand, every Hindu is taught to believe that his civilization is not only the most ancient but that it is also in many respects altogether unique. These will suffice to show that the emancipation of the mind and the soul is a necessary preliminary for the political expansion of the people. In the fight for Swaraj you fight with the whole nation on your side. In this, you have to fight against the whole nation, and that too, your own. Democracy is not merely a form of government. It is primarily a mode of associated living, of conjoint communicated experience. It is essentially an attitude of respect and reverence towards fellow men. Will not say trick of liberating the oppressed with the gold of the tyrant and raising the poor with the cash of the rich. He that will not reason is a bigot. He that cannot reason is a fool. He that dare not reason is a slave. Nationalism is an irrational instinct, if not a positive hallucination, and the sooner humanity got rid of it the better for all. As long as caste in India does exist, Hindus will hardly intermarry or have any social intercourse with outsiders, and if Hindus migrate to other regions on earth, Indian caste would become a world problem. That religion is the source of power is illustrated by the history of India, where the priest holds the sway over the common man often greater than the magistrate, and where everything, even such things as strikes and elections, So easily take a religious turn and can so easily be given a religious twist.